threat of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
You hear that? You hear them muscles?
Yeah.
Cam's over here flexing.
Blowing through my arm sleeves.
Yeah.
There.
Got to get you a bigger size next time. You're getting too big. Hey, Cam, what's up?
Hey. Feels like it's been a long time.
It kind of does. Yeah, we took a week off, didn't we? That's
did.
why it feels weird.
It's been a week.
I just thought maybe you had something on your mind and
Nope.
just the interactions were fun.
We don't know how to talk to each other.
It's been weird. Yeah, sorry about last week, guys. You got a replay of an episode, but it was a fun episode.
Yeah.
you
We
know?
were planning on doing the episode, but
Yeah.
Kobe got super sick. His body started failing him.
got the kidney squirts. That's what I was calling them. Not good.
No.
Yeah, I got the kidney stones. It was a bad deal. I lived. I'm
Sounded
still
like
alive.
a bad deal.
Yeah.
You thought about not wanting to live.
There were times where I thought that death was better than what I was going through, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
My wife was probably thinking the same thing, too. That was cute.
What?
But that little burp.
You didn't hear
You were
it.
like trying to get away from the
I
mic
know.
as you were burping. Need to get you a burp button over there. Usually they call it a cough button, but for Cam, we'll call it a burp button. Cameron, what are we talking about today?
I figured you just don't know how much time you're going to get when SHTF happens. So
For real.
we're going to talk about the last minute preps.
Yeah.
What's the things you're going to do, boom, before something happens?
Yeah, I think this is a great episode because this could be also for people that are too lazy to actually prep beforehand.
So this is their full prep plan.
This is everything. Yeah, so maybe you have a day, maybe you have an hour. We don't know.
Yeah.
But, maybe there's times where you have a little bit of a heads up.
Yeah.
And here's some things you can do once you get those heads up, right?
Right.
We're excited about it.
We were waiting.
It's going to be too late to send in your subscription for BattleBox.
Yeah, but
But if you do it now, you're going to be good to go. BattleBox, it's the monthly subscription box for men, full of solid gear for adventure seekers, survivalists, outdoor enthusiasts, and casual preppers. Each month, BattleBox sends you the coolest selection of handpicked outdoor survival and everyday carry gear, all valued at far more than what you normally pay. You never know what's in the next box. Here is a sampling of what users received this month. The Extreme Weather Survival Manual.
awesome.
The thing is sweet.
It looks good.
Actually, I was
haven't
looking
looked
at
at
it. I looked at it. It has pictures and words, all the good stuff.
I love that.
And then the Tops Knives Poker.
Ooh.
That's a knife. That's not a game. What are we playing? 5-card draw? No, Tops
I
Knives
needed
Poker.
a real knife fire poker.
Yeah. All this badassness starts at just $30 a month. They've shipped almost 14 trillion boxes and won Best Men's Subscription Box of 2017.
Way to go.
Our listeners get a free knife when you sign up at trybattlebox.com/casual preppers. That is trybattlebox.com/casual preppers. Get your first battle box plus a free knife at trybattlebox.com/casual preppers.
Do it.
Do it now.
Listener reviews starts now.
This one comes from Inchbagger.
Sid the Frog. That's who
Inch.
it comes from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Inchbagger's the title.
That's the title.
I like that title.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is such a fun show. Well done. That's it.
Straight and to the point, man. This guy knew what he wanted to say, and he said it.
He said it.
Yeah, that was it.
Simple.
Thank you,
Simple
Sid
words.
the Frog. If you guys want to be a part of this portion of the podcast, go to iTunes, go to Facebook, go to the Kindle book on Amazon, leave us a 5-star review, and make it awesome.
It's a mad, mad world.
It's a mad, mad world.
Ooh,
So if you...
that's good.
I'm making a CD.
Yeah. Do people make CDs anymore?
Yes.
You sound like an
I
old
do.
man.
I'm going to make a tape.
My
send
kids
it
would
out
be
to
like,
everybody.
what's a CD?
I know, it's true. So the U.S. and its allies in Europe, I feel like this is like Napoleon Dynamite or something.
Okay.
Remember when he was like, about the Loch Ness Monster? Lockheed and its allies.
That's right, yeah.
The U.S. and its allies in Europe and Asia have accused China of widespread
Malfeasance.
I've never even read that word ever.
There, that's
In cyberspace, including, I don't read much, so I don't get a lot of new words.
This is only his 4th time reading, guys.
Yeah, including through a massive hack of Microsoft's email system. after all those updates, it was still susceptible.
Of course.
And other ransomware attacks. That's a significant escalation of the White House's fight against cyber attacks.
Yeah.
So we've always known Russia leads the chart boards in cyber attacks.
They're in first place.
They're in first place, probably the best out there. But little did you know, I'm pretty sure we all knew, China obviously has a huge team and effort of cyber attack team. Man, why wouldn't they?
I know.
Why wouldn't they? They want to be the best of everything. But anyways, that China called the accusations politically motivated smears. Yep, we're just trying to screw you over, China. You're hacking into our emails, finding all of our how to extend your penis length.
Exactly.
All your junk mail that you never look on Microsoft's system.
Junk mail.
But anyway, kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Really?
China loves when everybody teams up against them.
Yeah. Well, I love to team up against them.
I do, and I think everybody should.
Little punks.
Just kidding. But anyways, that's a big deal.
That's a good one. I got a couple really quick if you're all right with that.
Couple?
A couple. Yeah, I went a little overboard since we
bathroom.
didn't have one last week, okay? So just a week ago, the Security Service of Ukraine reported that they discovered what looked like a Bitcoin mining farm. And so this has been happening all over, right? People are seeing these thieves. However, the investigation revealed that it was 3,800 PS4 consoles found at the site were actually programmed to play FIFA video games automatically. The goal was to earn FIFA Ultimate Team coins and cards and then resell them to gamers.
Wow.
3,800 of them altogether. Also, they were using stolen electricity, avoiding estimated payments of between $186,000 and $260,000 a month because of this. 3,800.
CEA, this is the problem with your stupid little microtransaction garbage.
I know, and this is what happens.
It's exploited, and you are morons.
You know, it's one of those things that then people were like, well, maybe they were actually doing Bitcoin too, and they're like, you can't. There's
how
not
would
enough.
You do that?
There's not enough processing
Bitcoin
power.
always gets thrown into the evil.
I know.
Laundering, Bitcoin.
I know.
Always.
There was a burglary at the Walgreens. It was something to do with Bitcoin. Like every single time.
Yeah. Burger King was vandalized. I think they were after the Bitcoin at Burger King.
Yeah. McDonald's was out of French fries. It was a Bitcoin problem, probably.
Sure.
That's what we think.
It's the truth, though.
But anyways, it's just weird, some of the stuff that's going on with that. So anyways, if you're playing FIFA, just beware that there's going to be some...
FIFA sucks anyway.
I used to love FIFA, dude. I used to love FIFA back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you learn there's better soccer games out there.
I don't think so. I don't think
Whatever. You guys played Pro Evolution Soccer.
I think I played
That's the one you and homie used to play. PES.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we played it, but FIFA was the one we played forever.
FIFA's trash. It's all eye candy.
I like eye candy.
Welcome to our video game podcast.
I know. Welcome to 2015, everybody. The other one I have real quick, I apologize, I got two of them, but it's so hot in Dubai that the government is artificially creating rainstorms. Yeah, it's getting warm.
Operation Popeye all over again.
Yeah, so with temperatures in Dubai regularly surpassing 115 degrees Fahrenheit, the government has decided to take control of the scorching weather. Guys, we got to do something about this. It's too hot. Everybody hates it here. It's pretty cool how they're doing it, though. They're doing, we've talked about cloud seeding before. This is a method where they're actually using electrical charges from drones.
Oh, my gosh.
To manipulate the weather and force rainfall across the desert nation. And there's videos all over the internet of it working. So anyways.
What's a Bitcoin goal?
It's all about Bitcoin. You got to cool down the servers, right? The Bitcoin servers. So anyways.
That's weird.
I know.
So they send a bunch up into the clouds?
Yeah, just a bunch of drones up into the air, and they shoot off electrical charges.
What a crazy world we live in.
No, isn't it crazy?
Wow.
I know, and then
Does
it rains.
Is it raining?
It's raining.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's my rain drone.
Yeah.
It's my tornado drone.
This one's DJI/Rainbird. That's how.
That would be nice.
I know.
To just irrigate from clouds.
I know.
Anyway.
Pretty crazy, huh?
That is crazy.
So anyways. Okay, Cameron. Let's talk about last minute preparations.
Yeah.
Preps at the very last minute.
I like this topic.
I do too.
Because we found I never thought we would ever experience it. You know, when COVID went crazy,
Yep.
lockdowns, Kobe and I were like, let's go to the grocery store,
Yeah.
buy up everything,
Uh-huh.
and then
That's
leave
what
everybody
we
to
did.
come to us.
Exactly.
No, but like it went through my mind of like, am I actually ready for this? Am I
Yeah.
actually ready to like survive?
The answer
off
was
of
no.
No, I
That's
wasn't.
the answer that I came up
So
with.
yeah, so you just don't know how much time you're gonna have.
No. And, you know, and there's gonna be, depending on the SHTF situation, you might have a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might be like, hey, there's a hurricane coming.
Yeah, or it might be tremors,
Remember tremors?
and you just don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, he's like,
you're,
"Ah,
you're done.
I gotta hang out.
Yeah.
All those things are gone. But there's so many different situations where you actually are going to get somewhat of a it's coming.
Heads up.
Heads up, it's coming. So
Yeah.
let's talk about the things that we can do if we have a week, a day, an hour. What
Yeah.
can we do in that little amount of time to get ready for what's coming?
Yeah, this is
Right.
a time efficiency episode.
And also, like we talked about, this is great for those people that have decided, I don't want to prep.
I'm gonna skip everything.
Skip
I'm
everything.
gonna listen to this last minute episode.
Yep, and then we're gonna go.
Or
we
this
did-
is the only episode they can listen to before.
Yeah.
the-
As they're prepping in that last hour, they have to be listening to this. So
Yeah.
we did do an episode similar to this way
We
back
did.
in the day.
I remember doing
It's
it.
been years.
Yeah, we've aged,
decades.
and become wiser.
Yeah, but here we go. So let's talk about Cam. You're at home. You got that forewarning that something's happening. You know, you heard the
Oh,
the
yeah.
jets overhead. You know,
All the news stations.
helicopters are coming. You know,
change channels, same station.
same things on every channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna be most likely near or at your home.
Mm.
So it's like, obviously, you've got to determine whatever the situation. Is it a hurricane? Is it a tornado? Is it alien abductions? Is
Pandemic.
it? Yeah, you don't know. But you need to determine whether or not you're going to stay put, which is
Yeah.
most likely the best plan. But maybe it's going to be plan B and you're going to have to bug out. So I'm going to talk about if you're just going to stay home.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this a million times. Knowing your inventory, review your inventory at this
Yeah.
point, and then keep track of your inventory. That's the hard part. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you are the prepper type, you've probably already got an abundance and you haven't been keeping track.
Yeah.
I'm assuming everybody's like me, but
Yeah. Well,
you're
and
probably a
that's
lot
the hard thing.
smarter, better.
If you're good at inventory at this point, it makes these last few hours or days or whatever much easier
Oh my
because
gosh,
you can
so
look,
much faster.
You know what you have.
So much faster. Look at a board,
Yeah.
rather than digging through boxes
1,
and
2, 3, 4, 5,
shelves.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, trying to count everything.
So yeah, if you're organized, great, and your inventory, this you'll blow through this part. But for the most part, if you're not up to date on your inventory, and it's a good time to review it at this point. Number one is what's going to keep you alive: water. So you need to think about ways to store as much water as possible and get as much water as possible. So you most likely won't lose at this point. You may have, but I doubt you've lost your running water.
Yeah.
So this is where you can just make use of that. Fill up everything you have. Go
Yeah.
fill up the trunk of your car.
Yeah.
Go fill up your bathtub. Use a
Yeah.
water bob. Like, just get all the water you can.
And obviously this varies depending on the situation that's coming.
Right.
But
If it's an earthquake, you broke pipelines, you probably don't have this.
but maybe you still do.
But if
right?
you have running water, make good use of that and fill up like every container you can.
Yeah.
The water bobs are great because that's 100 gallons.
Yeah.
It's in a nice bag that you can like regulate and
Just
take.
fill up your bathtub.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I'm
Drink
gonna
it.
sit in that ass water.
Suck it right out.
Wasn't that a little?
Yeah.
Somebody freaked out about that.
The water bob. Yeah.
And then remember, you have some of your little secret storage water. You've got your toilet tanks and things like that. But for the most part, if you have running water, just fill up any containers that you have. Get as much as possible. And remember some of the little rules of 3 months for a single person. You're looking at like 90 gallons. And one of the biggest things they talk about that we always talk about with water is assume you're going to need more than just your bare minimum.
Yeah.
In a family of 4, 3 months, they figure about 270 gallons.
That's a lot of gallons.
That's a lot. That's a hard thing to store.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then that water can't stay good forever. No, I don't know how long you're going to be in this whole scenario. If the water can't be stored in a good place or in a good container, then you've got to think about sterilizing that water. Do you have ways to do that? Do you have, can you boil it Do you have filters? Do you have drops that you can put in? Do you have chlorine? Anyways, just hyper-focused on your water at that point. Second is your food. Reviewing what food you have and what ones that are going to expire fastest. Like, don't just jump into your 25-year shelf life.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing with the pandemic. I was like, we were running out of, like, there wasn't yeast and and bread was cleaned off the shelves. And I was like, we're going to start making some stuff. I had a lot of 5-year shelf life foods. Like, that's the last thing you want to get to.
Yeah.
That's like the thing that's going to keep you alive in the longest situation. So,
and again, this comes back to whatever situation you're getting ready for. Obviously, if it's a bad thunderstorm that's coming and you're getting ready, obviously, please don't crack.
Bug out.
Yeah, just don't crack into your.
Are horrible.
So you have to just consider what's coming and what your best option is.
Right.
So what we're giving you is advice for kind of a wide array of things that may happen.
Yeah.
So just think about that as we're going through this.
The food that's going to most likely expire when the grid goes down, you lose power, that's the stuff you want to go after first.
Yes.
Frozen foods are go after those because they're going to go bad pretty quickly. And then go to your canned foods, things like that. Just, you want to use up what's going to not last in a long-term storage.
Yeah.
And then start looking at the things, okay, if I need to make some bread, what do I need? Start looking at some cooking supplies, oils, butter, stuff like that. And Kobe will talk about that further. But, like, start making this little running list of, like, okay, if I'm going to make a run to the store, what do I have here? And do I need to go to the store? And if I do, what things am I going to top off my supplies with?
Yeah, kind of just assessing your situation at that point, right? Yeah.
And then you got to think about ways to prepare that food. So all of us have electric stoves most often, Some of us have gas stoves. All of that can can be ruined by whatever situation. And so now you got to figure out a way to cook your food safely indoors or have a way to cook it outdoors. So if you have an electric stove, a generator could help. If you have propane tanks, make sure they're topped off or go top them off. Butane, propane. And one of the nicest things is things will burn and cook things. So you're more likely to have that, easy way to cook food by just burning charcoal and stuff like that. If you have fresh foods like gardens and stuff, you don't know how long this is going to last. You want to be the one eating your garden food, not some neighbor jumping the fence and eating it all, because that will happen.
Yeah.
So go after, collect all that. And the nice thing about, like, fresh foods, if you, from your garden, or if you go and get a bunch, is you can bottle them and store them a little longer too. And then the next thing is, like, how are you going to stay comfortable in your home? If this happens in the winter, like, if it happens in the middle of summer, how are you going to stay cool? How are you going to stay hot in the winter? So you got to kind of assess specifically for that event, like, what ways can we stay safe and be comfortable? Is your house, central air and you don't have any fans, that's one thing to think about. Is it in the winter? Where are all your blankets? Do you have enough blankets? Do you have a gas fireplace? How much wood do you have if you have a fire or a wood-burning stove? Just all these little assessments you got to make real quick of, like, okay, how do I prepare myself to, like, hunker down and stay in this and be comfortable and be safe? Also, you don't know if the power's still up. You don't know how long it's going to last. This is a perfect time to charge up everything that's battery powered. Like, charge up your laptop, charge up a radio, charge up your phones,
iPads,
gaming
devices,
anything to, like, make your life more comfortable
and also
easier.
Charge up your charging batteries.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your battery banks and stuff, if you can.
Yeah. No, those are, like, I have quite a few of those. And they've come through in a pinch, like, so many times.
Yeah.
So just use up that energy, and because you just don't know. Power goes down pretty easily with so many different things, like floods and storms. And as soon as nobody's taking care of that stuff and at home with their families, it's just gonna crash. Think about ways to regenerate that power. Do you have a generator? Do you have fuel for it? Does it run well? Make sure it's running. I haven't started mine in 2 years, which is stupid. It's just easy to forget because I don't use it. And then solar powered stuff's excellent. Get it out in the sun. The sun's not going away, but it'd be much nicer when the power goes out. If it's a storm too, But get that stuff charging. Get it all ready to go. Check on like camping gear. There's a ton of convenient items there, like lanterns and
Yep.
just go through it. Make sure you have what you need to be safe and comfortable, especially during the night and if you lose power.
Yeah, and like for me, if something was coming and I'm expecting to lose power, I'm probably going to go get my Solar Home 620 out. I'm going to get it set up and ready to go. So, like, I'm not trying to do that in the dark or with a headlamp on or something.
It's
you know
already charging and the sun's going to come up.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Yep.
The next thing is like your personal health. Look at your medical supplies. If you don't have to go to town, the one thing, people rely so much on like emergency medicine and urgent care of just like, I can get in the same day.
Yeah.
Everybody has that same idea. So anyone that's worked in emergency medicine, urgent care knows like this is a massive joke of like people coming in for crap they don't need. They shouldn't waste and fill that spot for somebody that has more like serious conditions. So go through like your medicines. If your health conditions rely on prescription medications, we've talked about this 100 times, like just make sure you have enough refills, make sure you know why you take that medicine, and then know what alternatives. And then one of the best things is cure your disease if you can.
Gosh, I know.
Like just try to avoid being so reliant on whatever it is if you don't have
and sometimes obviously it's impossible sometimes.
Right.
There's nothing
Can't
you
get
can
away
do.
from insulin if you're type 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even some type 2s,
Yeah.
But go through your home meds. I can't tell you how many times I've gone like, I needed something for diarrhea or something.
Yeah.
And then you like, the bottles, it's 2016.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that's not,
Is
not
it
very
going to
unsafe.
give me diarrhea now if I
Right.
take it?
So go through those meds and know, where you're at with ibuprofen and Tylenol and Pepto and
I
all
took
that stuff.
Tylenol the other day. It was like 4 years expired. I didn't even notice.
It's probably no different
I
than
don't
the
know.
new.
It doesn't do anything anyways.
Just destroys your liver.
Yeah.
But yeah, go through that list and make sure number one, your prescription meds are good, but then all that stuff that's readily available at the pharmacies, like make sure it's all up to date at home, and if not, then make a list of things to get. And then it's probably a good time to make a list of your medical allergies, your medicine allergies, your ailments. So if you're unconscious, they know what meds to go raid and take from
Yes.
you. No, just the phone has, all of our phones have that ability to put in all of our med lists and problems and allergies
I need to do
and
that.
things like that. It's hard to remember to do it because
Yeah.
you don't go to the hospital. Some people should be doing it.
I went to the
and-
hospital the other day.
That's true.
First time in a long time, but
Yeah.
I went there.
And then another thing to overlook is like kids' meds. Most kids can't swallow pills, so you want to
They're
get
so
some.
dumb.
You want to get some liquid medicines, and then print out a dosing guide for weight.
Yeah.
It just makes it a lot easier. And documents.
Whew.
You don't know if you're going to lose your house. You don't know if it's going to be a flood. You don't know how long you're going to be at your location. So this is a good opportunity to like get all of your insurance paperwork
Yes.
for your home, for your car, your life insurance policy, stuff like that. Like get it all in one place. Make sure it's readily available and make sure it's safe that you
Yeah.
can either take with you or have backups.
I think that's super important, especially if it's like a coming storm or some sort of a natural disaster that like damage could be happening. Like just take a
I
couple
look at
of minutes.
Germany and Belgium. That's insane. Like
Yeah.
some of the videos I saw, I was
It's
just like
ridiculous, man.
crazy. Can
Yeah.
even anyways, so yeah, just get your stuff. Like this is a perfect opportunity to just back things up. You're not always going to have cloud service.
Yeah.
So you want to have hard copies of all this stuff. And then the last thing is like once you've got all this organized for yourself, for your well-being, is like how do you keep yourself safe in your own home?
Yeah.
This is when you start looking at your house. Like what can I do to make it more safe, protected? Do I know where the water shutoff is? Do I know where the gas shutoff is?
Dude,
and
that's so important.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I
you
admit
run around
there are
like trying to
times
figure
where-
out how do
yeah,
I shut this off?
because when you're in that panic mode, it's like, oh crap, how do I do it? How do I do it?
Yeah,
Like, just
you do.
chill.
You kind of just forget those
You need
things.
to know, you know what I mean? You need to have gone to the places where they turn them on and off. Where does your water shut off?
Mm-hmm.
Go there. Show your wife, show your kids even if you have to. Like, this is how you turn
Well,
it
in
off.
some places you're like, this is the water shut off, and you open it up, and you're like, no, what is this?
Not, yeah, exactly.
So yeah, know where those are at and have the right tools to shut them off.
Yes.
And then maybe you're preparing for a storm. This is a good time to like board up any windows that you can, see if you have supplies to like board stuff up. You can make a list of picking up some things to kind of help with flooding, like sandbags and things like that. Also trying to like isolate. You don't know how long you're going to be at home. You have to worry about, people looting and the dangers to your family. So maybe isolate to like 2 doorways only if you have multiple ways into your house.
And then also too, if you lose power and it's cold and you're trying to heat,
Yeah.
you're trying to heat those rooms.
Right.
There's just so many different things to think about. I mean, just obviously because there's so many different situations that could be coming at you.
And this is a lot of stuff. And it's
Yeah.
just like these things just to think about beforehand so that you can just quickly just assess your situation and get everything ready. And I think it's a good idea to like pick and make like a safe room, like a room that's inner part of your house that you can put your whole family in so you can watch over everybody and you can, keep tabs on where people are, and if anybody comes in, you're all in the same place.
Yeah.
You don't know, nuclear fallout, you want to be on the innermost part of your house. It's also easier to heat a small area. It's also easier to like keep everybody warm in one small area. So maybe pick and make that room like your center of where all of your goods are going to be in your sleeping arrangements.
Hopefully there's a bathroom right there too.
Nah. You just crap in a bag. But and then just kind of look into some home defense items, like what ways can we protect ourselves from a-holes and things like that. So anyways, that's a lot of stuff, but that's kind of how you're gonna want to go through and kind of assess your things at home quickly. It's like water, food, and then ways to keep yourself healthy, safe, and comfortable.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about emergency plans in a minute, but making a list at somewhere where, like, if something's happening and you're like, crap, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then you have a list of those things that Cam just talked about.
Yeah.
Food, water, blah, blah, all those things. You can go through it and say, okay, I'm just going to go down and
it
do
would be good to
everything
have like a little checklist because there's just too much stuff to remember.
Yeah. There really is. So it might not be a bad idea to maybe put that on your emergency plan or something. I might do that. That's a good idea, I think. So now that you've got your home sort of locked down, you know what you have there, you know that it's safe and all those things. It might be time, depending on your situation, to hit the town and get a few things done. One of the first things, if you don't already have it, that you may want to get is cash. Because we've talked about this a million times. If power goes out, you can't use your debit cards. Most people just don't have cash on them. And it's going to be really hard to purchase anything if it's a situation where either the internet is down or the power is down. Like, it's just going to be impossible.
No good.
Exactly. So it's time for you to go get some cash. So go hit the bank.
Cash isn't going to immediately become useless. Like,
no, yeah, you've got time.
People
right?
are going to still have. It's going to still have value.
It's not time to start taking your vodka and your coffee and trying to trade. It's not there yet. Okay, guys, this is just like right as something's happening. Also, again, with this cash,
get vodka and coffee.
Get vodka and coffee. There could be, depending on your situation, a run on the banks. There could be a million people going to the bank, pulling out all of their... And so if that happens, you may not have another chance to get cash.
Yeah.
Right? So go ahead and just get some. If you can get to the ATM, get out what you can there. If you need to go to the bank,
just wait for those people to come out of the bank. Offer them vodka and coffee.
Yes.
Take their cash.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a gun and I'm going to take yours.
Just bring a Soda Shack truck at the bank and you're going to make tons of money. People would come out and be like, I got cash. You're going to buy a soda.
That's a good idea. I know. That's a good idea.
That's a plan of mine.
So if you get that cash, here's the thing. You can start getting some food, some water, some medicine, whatever else you're going to need for this short while in case stuff goes down. So I debated on whether I should say this or not, but if you can, right before this SHTF hits, you might want to utilize your credit cards for those few hours and save your cash. If the credit card machines are working, right?
Yeah.
Use it while you can, because if it goes down, then all of a sudden your credit card's no good anymore. Yeah. So you can utilize it while you can.
But you're not saying go and spend $10,000.
No. I'm saying like if you're going to go fill up your truck.
Not like your credit's going to disappear.
Yeah, you're going to go fill up your truck. You're going to go get some groceries or whatever it might be. Use the card if you can.
True.
Save the cash for the next week or so if it goes down, right? The next thing you're going to want to think about is gas or fuel. Again, I really hope you guys are following the prepper rule of don't let your gas tank go under half tank. It's just so important, especially in this situation. But either if you are or if you aren't, this is the time you need to go get fuel. Fuel is going to be super important.
We've seen like 2 or 3 times people
Yes.
make a run on fuel.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Exactly. So fill up every vehicle you can, as well as all.
Fuel's great this time of year.
It's perfect. Perfect for this
It's
time
like the
of year.
cleanest fuel you can get in
Yeah.
the middle of summer.
Fill up those vehicles. Also, fill up any gas cans that you might
Plastic bags,
have. Plastic bags. Yeah, whatever you got to do. Also, if
garbage bags.
if they still have some cans at the gas station,
Yeah,
buy
buy
a
'em.
couple.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? Heck, man, you can always use more of those. So grab a couple of those. Fuel is going to be as valuable as anything in a situation
Tradable.
that's
and
yes. Then, as you're thinking about that, limit your driving immediately. Don't just say, we're going to take a ride up on a mountain. No. Okay? It's like my dad. If he's bored for like 15 seconds, we're taking a ride up on a mountain.
my
You
my
know what I
wife
mean?
likes to go on drives too, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah. So,
As a prepper, honey,
As a
I think
prep-
we should stay home.
I should advise against this.
She's like, no, you just want to stay home.
But in these situations, you're going to want to limit that because that fuel is going to be very important. You know what I mean? A few things to think about though. If there's an SHTF situation coming, the gas station can get a little crazy at these points. So you need to kind of be on high alert. Situational awareness needs to be up. You need to be, head on a swivel.
Yeah.
You don't know when Karen's going to come around, roundhouse kick you in the face, and take your gas can. Yeah, Karen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No,
just,
it's true.
Just
Like,
be very careful.
There's like those key spots. You
Yes.
know, grocery stores gonna be crazy.
Uh-huh.
Banks gonna be crazy. Gas stations gonna be crazy.
And Soda
Soda
Shack.
Shack's gonna be super crazy.
Yeah, so you want to just be careful when you're out doing this. Don't just
It's
be out
funny how it's going to
lollygagging.
go to that.
I know. Don't just be out lollygagging, checking Facebook when you're filming.
No loitering during
Yeah.
SHTF.
You want to be in a good fighting stance. Okay, head up.
standing near your Soda Shack. Well, you want to fight or do you want a soda?
Shadow box as it fills up, just so people are like, "Hey, I'm gonna mess with that dude." You know what I mean?
Shadow
Throw
box.
a couple roundhouse kicks and I don't know.
Okay.
Kick the side of your truck, yell really loud with weird stuff. You know what I mean? Scare everybody away.
Yeah.
At this point, like Tasmanian devil
Just have
style.
a military helmet on.
Let's
Okay, I ain't messing with that guy.
Yeah, no, you're out there in the midday with like night vision goggles on or something. You know? Or carrying a skill saw. Do whatever you got to
looks
do.
freaking crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Pushing your lawnmower.
Just be carrying the chainsaw around.
Yeah. But just be careful, okay?
Not a bad idea. Just to look crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Or put on the Jenkos and then go gray man.
You might just blend right in though at that point.
That's true.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, you got a Husqvarna?
What is
I got steel.
I got the Yamaha. Grab a few bags of ice while you're there.
Yeah, that's a great
Okay.
idea.
Just because if there's a power shortage, outage coming, or shortage, either way, you're gonna want to fill up
A
your
short
freezer.
outage of power.
Yeah, you're gonna fill up that freezer. The more stuff you get in there, the longer it's gonna stay cold. Plus, you're gonna have some ice for a nice, cool, bubbly drink later on as the world burns.
Soda Shack.
Soda Shack. Soda Shack.
How you can make shaved ice if you don't have
Soda Shack.
ice?
Soda Shack. Okay, Cam talked about this kind of already, but your prescription meds. Do you have daily meds? That sucks.
Yeah.
But if you do, this is the time where you're going to want to do your best to get more of that because you don't know what's going on. Call your doc if you can. They love it when you call them, especially on the personal cell phones. Cam can attest. Do your best to get some more if it's possible in this situation. If not, are there
I really think in an SHTF, I'm like spiking my phone. I don't
Yeah,
want it.
just gonna kick it, drop kick that.
My son has a sore throat. Can you?
I'm just gonna trade it for a Soda Shack. If there are alternative like OTC meds that would at least help whatever this situation is, get some more of those. You know what I mean? Or is there food or herbs that can assist in? I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm coming up with crazy shit here. But get it if it helps.
No, it's true though. There's like the teas and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So
Teas.
I just need some tea.
Kind of tea
I
somebody.
got a heart problem. I want some tea.
I'm on Carvedilol. Can I get some green tea? Can I get some of that relaxing valerian root tea?
But it's true though. There are things that could help.
Yeah,
Like,
there are.
It's like I have a weird little heart thing where I have palpitations, but actually I've found that there's several just like OTC
It's actually
vitamins.
a psych problem, but
some OTC like just vitamins that help tremendously.
Swedish fish.
It's mostly Swedish Fish and Soda Shack.
Soda Shack.
But no, but I felt so I could go get some
Everybody
more of
that's
those.
like, listen to this.
What the hell's Soda
I wanna
Shack?
stop at a Soda Shack.
know.
If you even know what
If
it
you
is.
even know it, if you're
Utah has a billion Soda Shacks.
It's a place where you get mixed soda. You get fancy soda.
Yeah, it's a
Diabetes in a
it's a
can.
gas station fountain that somebody else mixes for you. They do the suicide for you.
The nice thing is they charge you triple what you would at the gas station. It's great.
It's like 95% ice unless
Mm.
you tell them no ice.
Yeah. But no ice. Who wants a soda with no ice?
I don't know. A lot of people
That's dumb.
feel like they're getting gypped.
Now it's time to hit the grocery store, Cam.
Yeah.
This is where things get salty and get kind of crazy, right? Getting in that. It's time to start buying some stuff that you might
When
need.
fists start getting thrown.
Yep. This is where you got to know. Block, weave, bob, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Think about getting some more
Remember
water.
the commercial when you walk like Goofy to get the little cheap cereal on the bottom of the shelf?
yeah.
Do you remember that? This is when you're going to do that.
Yes, we're gonna do that. Water. We always say that's number one. Grab some more water if you can at the store. If they have it. They may not.
Yeah, if they have the
this point.
gallons or whatever, but just
Half
water
gallons,
bottles.
liters.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are like, don't get the water bottles because it's a waste.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm going to get them. They're super convenient.
Yeah, for sure.
And fill them back up with
All
pee.
goes down just the same.
Soda Shack water.
Soda Shack water. Fresh fruits, Cameron. You know what I mean?
That's what we were talking about.
You do not know how long it's going to be till you can get that again.
Yeah.
That sweet, sweet taste of pineapple on your tongue. You don't know.
Lemon water.
Lemon water. Oh, I love me some lemon water. I really do.
I don't.
But it's a great time to grab some of that stuff because you don't know how long it's going to be. The supply lines can
And even
get
if you
cut.
buy quite a few, you can bottle them.
Yeah, or throw them. People, I don't know. Feed the chickens.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fresh fruits, you just grab some while you can. Frozen goods, these are great. They're frozen. If you got
And they're
power,
good.
they're going to stay good for a long time. Anything you get frozen is going to be great. Canned food, obviously. Anything's non-perishable. Grab as much as you can. I mentioned this, vitamins. It might be a great idea to stock up on some vitamins because your food might be garbage. You could go into some long-term situation.
Yeah, if you're eating ramen noodles
Yeah.
for 3 months
You're
straight.
you're getting your sodium. That's about it
Yes,
from that.
Seriously.
Again, Cam mentioned this, but any OTC meds, ibuprofen, Tylenol, Pepto, Imodium.
They're there.
Yep, just get it.
Wasn't it
while you-
ibuprofen that got wiped
Yeah,
out
ibuprofen
with
did.
COVID for a while?
And like cough medicine, all that kind of stuff was bye-bye. Candles, again, in a power outage, those can be super useful. Sanitation items, the toilet paper, it's probably going to be gone. Here's the problem in this situation.
Oh, it's like the
toilet
tippy
paper's
top
gone.
of
Yeah.
sanitary
This is the
things now.
top of the crazy pyramid that everybody buys it first. Toilet paper's gone. But think about if you can get some toiletries, any like stuff that cleans your body.
Yeah. Foundation, mascara.
Exactly. Any
already
kind
have
of goos or
years
gups.
of
Yeah.
that.
Serums, all those kind of things. Get some.
Serums.
No.
Elixirs.
Elixirs.
Potions.
Potions. Yes.
Get them.
Some bleach. So many great things
Blech.
you can do with bleach. We talked about this
Just
too.
don't drink it.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great as a drink mix or
Don't
anything
inject
like that.
it.
Cooking supplies. The ones that you're not thinking of sometimes. Sugar, salt, oil, butter, all those kind of things that you need to bake or cook any sort of recipe. You have to have that stuff every
Yeah.
single time. Seasonings, all that. Get some more of that. Just freaking put it in your cart. Okay? Buy it. You take it
It's
home.
there, buy it.
Use it. Batteries, you're going to need those. Flashlights, radios, personal massage devices, all those kinds of things you're going to need. So get your extra batteries. The ones that you know, the AA's and the AAA's, those are the biggies. Those are the ones that most people like
Yeah.
to put in their devices.
Those are top of the
Super
line.
popular. So get some of those. Cooking fuel. This again, if the power goes out and you have an electric stove, how are you going to cook? What are you going to do to warm up your ramen? You may want to get some more of those small propane bottles for your camp stove or something. If you don't have some at home, get some more of those. Also, obviously, if you can fill up a propane bottle for your barbecue, even better because those things will last much longer, right? Also, grab a couple bags of briquettes or something.
Yeah,
'cause
I
if you
think
have to
those-
cook that way, you can.
Cook it in the ground. Cook it
Yeah.
in the charcoal grill. Cook
Doesn't
it-
matter.
Yeah.
Get a pot, cook it that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So just get some of that stuff, or you can get like
And those
the
are nice. I
alcohol.
mean, and yeah, it's just stupid not to just buy
Yeah.
that stuff because it's going to get overlooked.
Oh, for
People
sure.
are going to walk past the
Yeah.
camping aisle.
Exactly. So grab some of that stuff. If you were dumb and you hadn't prepped any sort of lighting for like solar lights or anything, head to the garden section.
Ah, yeah.
Grab some of those
Little solar
lights that you put out on the
sidewalk
path.
lights, huh?
Yeah. Get a bunch of those.
That's a
You can
good idea.
Put them out during the day. Come bring them in at night, and you can light up whatever you need to.
That's a
right?
great idea.
Because usually that kind of stuff, if there's any solar lights at Walmart or wherever you're at, they're going to get
Nobody's going after the garden
bought up
stuff.
fast, but they're not going to go to the garden stuff. So head in there and grab those if you can. They're going to be
Get some flowers while you're there.
yeah.
Some flower seeds.
Yeah, and your yard probably isn't as green as it could be. Grab
Yeah, get some
fertilizer.
Yeah.
Get some
Get a
fertilizer.
mini Scott spreader
Yeah.
while you're there. You
Yeah.
never know.
Exactly.
Just end up doing a normal shopping.
Yeah.
Well, I got a bunch of stuff
Hell.
I've been needing to get. Got some bolts and screws
Yeah.
for that shed I
We were
wanted.
going to talk about that actually. It could be a good idea to grab some disposable paper products like paper towels, plates, like plastic utensils because you may not
Want to wash all
want
your
to
freaking
wash
dishes,
everything,
yeah.
right? You are gonna probably pile up the trash, but at least you're not like using dirty dishes and using up your water for that kind of stuff.
You can
so
burn plates.
You can.
By the way, aluminum pop cans don't burn.
No,
I don't know how many campers.
they just go black.
yeah.
Never mind. Stock up on some basic
Careful.
building supplies, like you just said:
Yeah.
screws, nails. I was gonna say nuts, but I said nails instead. Nails.
Nails.
Duct tape, tarps, rope.
yeah.
Great stuff for lots of different things.
Build some cool crap with that.
Yeah, think about it.
You gonna build something with those?
Yeah, I don't know. Think of one of those automatic garage door openers. But you just don't know what's going to happen, especially if it's a storm and it's going to do something to your house and you need to fix something up. You're going to want to make sure you got some duct tape because duct tape fixes everything.
It does.
Right? Cam talked about this too. Plywood boards for windows in crazy emergencies that you may need.
We got yeast, cooking oil, plywood, bolts, screws,
Duct tape.
duct tape.
Duct tape. I'm going to grab me a Soda Shack on the way back.
Gonna get cash back on this.
Yeah. Books and games.
Yeah.
Again, you could be holed up in your home for quite some time.
Quack.
You're gonna want something to keep yourself.
Fresh pack of cards.
Yeah,
Easy.
that'll
It's
last
always
about 15
sitting
minutes.
on the way out.
It may last about 15 minutes with your
Yeah,
kids.
seriously.
I give my kids a pack of cards, like
But
9
we'll keep
cards.
your wife entertained for years.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But like they're bent in like 5 minutes.
That's true.
Every one of them.
Like, this got honey on it?
Yeah.
Did we even have anything with honey?
Why does this taste like strawberry? What is this?
I don't get how that happened.
Yeah, it's so fast.
Pre-packed with honey on corners.
Yeah. Look, you guys don't even have to do it yourself. Ammunition.
Yeah.
This is whatever 5.56.
Pretty sure in this town, that's going to be, like, the water will go last.
So, do you remember what happened in COVID? How fast ammo went?
Oh, yeah.
Like literally, there was no ammo in the entire town.
It's true.
That was crazy.
Seriously, I think there was water left
Yep.
before there was ammo.
Yep. So, but if you can grab some extra, if you haven't, got that ready, it's a good idea.
It is.
Last thing I'll say when you're at the stores, get some garbage bags.
Yeah.
Because again, you don't know if the trash guy's coming on Tuesday or Monday, whenever he comes, or Thursday, Wednesday. And so you're going to need some extra stuff. And garbage bags have so many uses anyways. Just grab a couple of boxes,
Tons of
those
uses,
big ones.
yeah.
And grab some of the contractor ones too, like the big hefty suckers. Because you got to put a body in there or something. You can do that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
You never know.
So anyways, those are some things to think about when you're on your last minute shopping spree at Walmart or wherever you're at.
Yeah.
So think
it's a
about
great
it.
list.
Yeah.
We've spoken a lot about the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a dirty little whore for
Yes.
all of us.
I hate it.
It's given us many, many challenges.
I hate all the pandemics in the whole world.
Right. And things like online shopping
Hmm.
have exploded. People shop all day on there since the pandemic,
Yeah.
50,000 times more.
That's,
But
it's a real statistic.
yeah, I just learned that today.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been a huge spike, just like I talked earlier about cyber crime and cyber attacks and things like that. You don't want to go on and lose whatever little cash you have left.
Yeah.
So you need to protect yourself online. The
Okay.
best way to do that is Surfshark.
Yes.
They are a virtual private network that can protect you and all your devices from online threats.
Yes.
Basically, you go full on gray man prepper online. No one knows who you are, where you're at. They can't send you annoying ads. You can't accidentally click on one and then have, oversized underwear ads popping up all the time.
Oversized underwear. But that's a new one.
Yeah. Anyways,
that sounds horrible.
It'll protect you while you're online, and it can also protect you against losing access to your email or somebody stealing your password.
For sure.
They will warn you. They'll email you to that same one
that you can't get into.
Yeah. But if you don't know if a VPN is for you, the thing I like the most about Surfshark is for 30 days, you can try it out and see if it works.
Yeah.
How it works, I'm telling you, their app is super easy. You get 30 days to try it, and if you don't like it, you get your money back. It is also the most affordable and bestest of all bests of VPNs. $2.21 a month if you break it down. If you use our code, Casual Preppers, less than $60 for 27 months. Just do it. And then you're done.
Yeah.
You don't even have to worry about it for over 2 years. That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
So it is a super good investment. If you try it in that 30 days, you don't like it, like I said, you get your money back.
Yeah.
So go to surfshark.deal/casualpreppers. Get it, try it. Don't mess around. Don't lose all you ever have owned and all of your cryptocurrency.
It's a Bitcoin problem.
Yeah.
Surfshark.
Go to Surfshark.
Yeah, do it.
So now we're applying this a little more to the prepper type.
Yeah, for sure.
Those that have started to prepare and have some preps and are kind of, they have a plan. What do you do? Are you completely 100% ready and you can sit back?
Yeah.
And go to the Soda Shack a couple times while everybody's losing their minds?
Yeah.
No, you should. This is a great opportunity for you to top off all of your supplies. Make sure everything is ready to go.
Is there anybody out there that would just be like, I'm just going to go watch some TV while this goes down? Because
if you're a true prepper, no.
I just can't
if you're
imagine.
An overconfident douchebag, yes.
Okay. I might be a douchebag, but I'm definitely
It's
not
true.
overconfident.
Me too. But, so yeah, if you are prepared and you have a good plan and everything, this is a good time to just go through all of that.
Yeah.
So let's focusing on your bug out bag. You need to assess what the situation is. If you're going to have to bug out and it's a hurricane, that's different.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get some different clothing if it's the middle of winter, if it's the middle of summer. You want to change up your bug out bag. Not everybody has, I got my winter bug out bag, got my summer bug out bag, got my hurricane bug out bag.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to go through that and make sure you have all the right clothing and tools for whatever situation it is. Also, you want to make sure that the devices in there, like your batteries for your flashlight, that they're good, that your devices are charged. And the hardest thing is to, I usually will stick MREs and some, dried or freezer dried goods in my bug out bag.
Yes.
You're going to want some food on the fly. That stuff expires if you're not checking on it.
Yep.
And I just found out recently going through my bug out bag that there's items that get pulled out when I didn't even know about it. So anyways, go through that bag.
Thanks,
Make
Tawny.
sure thanks, kids. Make sure all that stuff is in tippy-top shape and ready to go. That's
it's
the
just-
hardest thing. It's easy to not have it completely ready to go. You're like, I'll go through that.
Yes, for sure. Well, it's just such a good it's a good opportunity if you have the time before something happens. It's like, okay, this is what's going on. This is the situation. Okay, how can I specialize this bag, in the couple hours that I have that's going to help me?
Right.
You have the time, so go. Why not go do it? You'd be dumb not to, right?
You would be.
So, just take the time and really go through that kit if you have the time.
Yeah. That bug out bag is going to be your 72-hour lifeline.
For sure. Yeah.
So you don't want to be packing garbage or know that I don't know if that's in there, but I'm going to take it anyway.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is your EDC. So if you're a prepper, you're already carrying EDC. You've already carried multiple different things. You know what knives work. You know what's I have my select, this is my best stuff.
Yeah.
I occasionally will switch it out just to
For
wear
fun.
something different.
Yeah. On the weekends, I do switch it out. Really,
Yeah, I do
during
too.
the week, I carry this. I mean, every day. It's
Yeah.
the Skeletal.
Yeah.
Every single day.
And that'll probably be what you would take with
Probably,
you.
yeah.
Or keep on you.
Or I would add to it, right?
Yeah.
I would take this and then another knife or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the knife on this isn't the greatest, but everything else is.
Yeah. Nice. Got your name embroidered in
No,
there?
but I want to.
Laser. So yeah, but with your EDC gear, I have some select gear that I'm this is my favorite, best gear. It's tested. and I feel like it's the most useful gear. And that's a good time to either have that ready or to get it on, you know.
Get it on.
Yeah, put it on yourself.
Get it
Put
on.
it on your body. Like I love my slide belt. Like
Yes.
I don't always have it because it's a little bulky and it doesn't, you know, it didn't go with my dress slacks.
For sure. Yeah.
But I know where it's at. It's usually already on the pants that I dropped off last time I went camping.
Yeah.
Just pull them on. But knowing that gear, knowing what's your best gear, and just like that's the time to put it on you and be ready
Yes.
to go.
And again, a good time to specialize it toward any situation that's coming. Right.
And this is a good time to kind of assess your firearm. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to be carrying a pistol, I would assume, if you're that kind of prepper. But that's when I'm going to like go through, okay, do I have enough rounds? Can I
Yep.
carry a couple of clips? And are those clips loaded and ready? Like, is my gun ready to fire?
For sure.
If I have to. And then the next thing would be my vehicle. And you may have a tank that's just ready to rock and roll, or your bug out vehicle. But for most real, you know, everyday people, it's maybe your Dodge Caravan or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what your vehicle is. You just want to make sure that vehicle is ready to go and for a long period.
Yeah.
You know, you want to make sure those tires, if they're balding, get them changed out.
And obviously, this depends on how much time you have.
Right.
You may not be able to do this.
No,
Depending
on or if you're coming into, if it's winter and stuff and things are still open, go get them switched out.
Yeah.
Get some studs, you know, because studs are studly.
Yeah, for sure.
AutoZone's less likely to be overrun. So if it's still up and operational, you know, go pick up some extra filters, some oil, you know, whatever you need. And then make sure that vehicle is just running well. The gas is topped off. The oil's been changed. The tires are ready to go. You have supplies to fix and change out parts. You have extra parts. Like, after you've gone through all the stuff that Kobe and I have talked about already, like when you're going through your bug out vehicle, I think this is like, if I have time, I'm going to make sure it is like in tippy top shape
For sure.
and ready to like go for a long period without having a lot of maintenance problems. If that
agree.
check light's on and you hopefully know a mechanic that can, you know, get it figured out.
Yeah.
And it's also a good time to update the kit in your vehicle,
Yes.
like making sure the supplies on top of like your bug out bag and all of your plan, that you have your vehicle kit ready to go that has food and, you know, all the stuff that we've talked about with those. So anyways, it's just, for whatever time you have, you want to make sure everything is in the best condition and in the most readiness that it can be.
And with the vehicle too, it's probably a good idea to make sure that you've got your insurance card and everything in there. It's so hard to keep the updated card in there all the time.
Yeah.
And if it's a
And
situation where
nowadays, you
stuff's
can
nuts,
rely so much on like your online.
for sure.
You might not have that. Get pulled over like 100 yards from your house.
Yeah, I know,
Get
yeah.
your car impounded.
Exactly. So just make sure of those things as well. A thing that obviously I'm a big proponent of is the emergency plan. You have some time. Maybe if it's only an hour, maybe it's 2 hours, maybe it's a day, maybe it's a week. Take your emergency plan and review it at this point and maybe update it for whatever situation is coming, right? It's a good
we can
time.
like have all this stuff and it'll all fall apart if you don't have any plan.
I know. That's the thing. Pull that out and start tailoring it to whatever
Whip it out.
situation. Put it on, get it on, pull it out. You know, all those things. You know, if it's a coming wildfire, talk about your
Just gotta
plan.
scroll. All
Yeah.
right, here's my emergency plan.
If it's a storm of the century coming, talk about power, you know, with your family and who's going to do what and all those things. If it goes down, if it's maybe going to happen in the next week, say, okay, let's really make sure. If you're at school, if you're at work, how are we going to meet? What are we going to do? And if you haven't got an emergency plan, you know something's coming. What a great time to
Perfect
get one
time.
done, right?
Yeah.
So
All the what ifs can go on paper.
exactly. So it's a great time to do stuff like that. Also, if you have a little bit of time,
Soda Shack.
contact Soda Shack. Contact your friends.
I wonder
and
how many
family.
soda shacks like in the East and stuff. They're probably like, what are they talking about?
Well, there's so many different names for them too, because
Yeah.
they're not
soda
just
silo,
so delicious.
crumble.
Yeah, fizz.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Whatever place dispenses your pop
Exactly.
or soda or Coke, whatever you call it.
Contact your friends and family. If your disaster is going to be localized, right? If it's just going to be kind of happening in your area, it's a good time to contact friends or family that are out of the area and say, hey, this is coming. these are my plans.
We're coming.
We're coming. We're going to get it down. You got a soda shack near your house because I'm coming. Right? Is there one on the way?
Does your bank have a soda shack outside? Because I'm
Yeah.
going to bring another trailer.
So just let them know what your plans are. You know, are you planning to leave? Are you planning to stay and ride it out? You know, give them a heads up. So if communications for some reason do get cut and they don't know where you are, at least they say, okay, this is what they said they were going to do, right? They have some sort of semblance of what your plan was. And also talk to them. Maybe you can set up some sort of an alternate communication method if the phones are down, whatever that might be. There's probably some different ways you can do that. So contact them now, let them know, and have a plan for that type of thing. This I do not want to do, but it's probably a good idea to do it. Talk to your neighbors, Cameron.
Yeah.
I hate my neighbors. I hate some of them very much.
Make sure your home teaching's done.
Yeah. That's not what they call it no more.
I know.
I don't really like talking to my
Hasn't
neighbors.
been so long.
But in this calm before the storm, it's really not a bad idea to touch base with those people around you and say, hey, you guys good? What are your plans? You know, if things happen, let's look out for each other. You know what I mean?
Can you give me a key to your garage?
Yeah, how many people you killed?
How many kids you got? That's what I'm going to be asking.
Your wife at home?
What's your plan if you die?
Yeah. I could take on one more probably if I need to.
We're just kidding.
Just kidding. We're not like that. So it's just a good idea to, you know, talk with them. They're the people that are going to be the closest to you when things go down. At least you know what their plans are.
Mm-hmm.
You know if they're ready. You can kind of feel them out. They can feel you out, and you can watch out for each other. Do you got pets, Cam?
I have a pet.
You do?
2 pets.
Figure out what you're going to do with them.
Right.
In this situation.
Eat them.
The worst part is to get
First
in the
day.
middle of a situation like, oh, shit, what am I going to do with the chickens?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you got to have a plan.
Right.
Get things
They're
ready.
going with you. Remember?
I know,
There's a
yeah,
net
that's
that
right.
catches the eggs.
I only got one carrier. I'm going to have to figure out which chicken's
I'll
coming.
take the other ones.
Okay, great. There's going to be one left at home then. That's the problem.
We'll eat it.
We'll eat that one. That one's going to be dinner before the long hike.
That one's going to be on string way out in front.
Yeah.
That's a scout.
That's our scout chicken. Right?
Oh, just got eaten. Let's get out of here.
That's right.
People jumping on it.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
I'm getting tugs.
Marauders.
What's going on?
Marauders.
Marauders.
Get out of here.
You know, if the storm is coming, get them to safety.
Oh, something's pulling
Getting
at the string.
bites. Getting bites. Yeah, we'll just head the other way.
Well, cut the string. Let's get out of here.
And then you pull and the string is bloody at the end. Well, hell.
So wishbone.
All that's left is a leg. I love a chicken leg.
That
That's how-
drumstick.
Yeah. If the storm's coming, obviously get them to safety and shelter early. You don't want to be running out there in the middle of the hurricane or the tornado and trying to get them. So do that now.
Yeah.
If you have to bug out and you're thinking about you might have to bug out, figure out what the plan is with them freaking pets. Also get some extra food if you're out
You've
there.
seen the survival movies and the kid crying because
Every
the dog
single
gets
damn
left
time.
home.
You see Twister?
Yeah,
they have to run back.
Make sure the
Yeah.
dog is part of the plan.
Yeah, strap that dog. to
Cats,
something.
they'll take care of themselves.
Yeah, cats are evil.
Can't do anything with
Can't
them
do
anyway.
anything with a cat.
Scratch up your furniture.
That's all it's gonna happen.
You want
and
your
the furniture.
bug out vehicle to get like little.
You'll never get the cat piss smell out. Don't
will
do it.
not.
Leave
That's
the cat at home.
Yep.
It'll fend for itself. It'll eat the dead neighbors. Guarantee it. Communication is something you're going to want to think about as this event is coming. You know, how are you going to get the information? Because you're going to have to keep it flowing as the situation goes, right? So get a plan together with your group on how this information is going to get to you guys, who's going to be watching for it, you know, what methods are you going to use to get this information in, right? And if the situation changes, you're going to need that. How are you going to communicate with your group, with your family, with everybody else? So just figure out what you can do right now before stuff comes to continue.
Who's
to
your
get
ham
news.
guy? It's not me.
It ain't Cameron. We know that, right? He's not the ham guy. He's the chicken guy, or he's the soda shack guy.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm the Soda Shack medicine guy.
Yeah, that's right. The last thing I would think about, especially if you're parents, is entertainment for your kids. There's nothing worse
You gotta distract those little.
than your kids nagging at you that they're bored when the
I hate
hurricanes,
that word.
you know,
Bird.
this tornado's boring. I hate zombies.
That house fire And those looters over there, boring.
This is economic collapses are the worst.
Can I go over the pool?
Yeah, no. You have to figure out, if the power is going to go out and your devices are only going to last so long or whatever it is, go figure out where the games are. Go figure out where the coloring stuff is, Go grab the chickens, bring them in a room, let them play with them. Whatever you got to do. Go grab a Soda Shack, get them caffeinated.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
This episode is brought to you by Soda Shack.
Seriously. If you haven't been to a local Soda Shack, go down today and get you a soda.
Here's an idea. If it's coming, this is what you got to do. Get your kids together. Say, hey, I want you guys to go.
Get your wives, get your kids, get your husbands.
Yeah. Say, go pick out some books and some games.
Yeah.
I want you guys to pick them. Because in a half hour when you said these games suck, it's your fault.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Seriously, let them pick the things.
Yeah.
Also, if you have a few days before this event hits, go to the library.
Yeah.
You know what? They got books. They got movies.
Doubt it's being looted.
Yeah, nobody's there. But get a whole bunch
Probably
of books.
you might even just bug out to the library.
Yeah. They'll let you take out like a million things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so...
Unless you got a late fee.
No, they don't do late fees anymore.
No, they don't?
No, not at ours.
Unless you charges.
They don't do late fees.
Really?
You can keep things forever. It doesn't make any sense. Welcome to the government.
And then why is there no books on the shelves?
No late fees. I don't know.
Last book checked out last year.
I don't know.
What do you want us to do?
We're here to run the Soda Shack on the side. That's it.
I vacuum, clean bathrooms. I don't check anything out.
I ain't seen nobody in a week.
There's a guy over there reading magazine. He's had it for a while.
Anyways, that's it.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
No, I think all that can be done pretty quick.
It's going to take at least an hour. Depends on how far Soda Shack is.
Yeah. Make a backup copy of this episode.
Yeah.
Put it on tape.
I really do think to write down the things we talked about, maybe we'll try and get
You
an
really
article.
do have to have a list. I think that's part
Maybe
of
we'll try
the
and do an article or maybe even make a PDF that we could send out. I say these things and then I don't do them. I shouldn't be doing
I'm
this.
not saying it.
Cam's
Maybe
like,
I'll throw something up.
I'll get my ham license. How's that?
Yeah.
If
yeah.
I don't, you guys can tell me what I got to do.
I don't say anything like that
Yeah,
anymore because I don't. Yeah, nobody will.
I'll try and
let
get
it
something.
down.
I'll try and get something, but we'll see. Guys, today's podcast is brought to you by the fine folks at TacPack. They're the only monthly tactical subscription box with useful, professional grade stuff inside. If you use our code, and what's our code, Cameron?
Casual Prepper
Get a
Soda
free
Shack.
separate bag of EDC gear along with your first month's tack pack. We ought to call Soda Shack and see if we can get our code on there. You know what I mean? Call it like the Apocalypse Soda or something.
Yeah.
Poca Soda.
Ooh, I like it.
Poca Fizz. Fizzlips.
Edie Coke.
Fizzlips. Gosh damn, I drink that all day.
Fizz Lips.
You give me a large Fizzlips.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
Oh, Kobe's here.
Oh, Kobe's
Get
here.
in a Fizz Lip.
Yeah, he gets it for free. They put it on the podcast. Head to tacpack.com. Use our code. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
We got some reviews.
We do have some.
BattleBox, Cameron. The latest BattleBox mission 77.
Wow.
Double sevens. Here
That's
we
like-
are.
It's like they made 77 boxes.
Yeah, it did. The first item in the basic box, the KPL Knife Pivot Lube Knife Oil.
Yeah. Not boob, lube.
Yeah, it's great for your knives.
I love the ones that have the little dispenser straw.
And me too. They're great.
You get oil everywhere otherwise.
Yeah, you do. Quick Cord Battle Box Edition. So it's a great thing. You put your cord in there, and it comes out, and it's got a little cutter on it.
Oh, and it's got a little glow stick
It
with
comes
it.
with a glow stick in case you need it. You can like snap the glow stick to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
I mean, if you don't have your paracord like in a plastic bag, it gets tangled like all the time. I hate it.
The last item in the basic box is the Extreme Weather Survival Manual. Like I said, this is a great book. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, the other one we have is from Outdoor Life, too.
Yeah.
And seriously, these books are freaking amazing.
Yeah, they're well made, man.
You don't have to check it out at the library because it ain't coming back.
Ain't coming back. You're keeping it. And then we go to the advanced box, and we have the Rest Tube Beach. This is a device to keep in case you're drowning. Is what it's for.
Is that what it is? That's
Yeah.
cool.
You keep it in a boat or you
So you
keep
just
it on the
pull it?
beach. You pull it, and that sucker.
No joke.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, look what it does. That lady there in that bikini, She's doing all right now.
Sheena Caney.
I don't know. Can't tell. But anyways, kind of cool little
is
rescue
pretty
device. Yeah.
Taking this on a plane.
Yeah. Me too.
Since you never know if you'll have another one.
You know.
You want to have two.
Pro Box. We got the Kalaloha poncho. It's
Kalaloha.
a reversible, packable down blanket.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool, actually. Great blanket.
Yeah, if you love down.
Yeah, 100% duck down.
Is it?
Yeah,
Duck down.
duck down. Well, not right now. Later. And then you go to the Pro Plus. We got the Tops Knives Poker. Yep.
Poker.
Cool little knife from Tops.
Yeah, Tops.
They do good stuff. Well, that's the Battle Box.
Why is
That's
there
an
like
extra tuber for your
your
rest
little-
tube thing.
Huh? There's one in it.
I think.
When are you going to use it twice?
Well, hopefully you don't die the first
false
time.
alarm. I'm going to
Hopefully you
back
don't
up, put a
die.
new tube
Yeah.
on it.
So, kind of cool.
That is cool.
And Roaring Fire actually sent us out their new, it's like a little fanny pack. It's kind of cool, actually.
But it's cool looking.
Yeah.
Not your typical-
Cam uses it just as an Imodium pack.
just full on.
It's a
Diary,
Cam's
anti-diary.
cure-all pack. So, you open it up and it's got all these
Soda
cool-
Shack pack.
It does have a thing right on the
Yeah.
side for a Soda Shack. Does it fit in there? Your drink? Yeah.
Look at that.
I know. Pretty cool, huh? Wear it to
Ready
the
to go.
beach.
Yeah.
Wear it to
Nothing
the
else.
library.
Just this.
Yeah. It's
Then
pretty
you got
cool.
your flotation device.
I know. Pretty awesome. Also, a lady named Tara Johnson sent us out her book. She wrote an apocalypse book, apparently. So we're gonna read it maybe. We'll see. The world
Live.
ended on a Monday.
I'm going to read it live.
We're gonna start it right now. So that was nice of her to send that out. Thank you, Tara. Go check out.
If it
her
was
book.
to end, I hope it is a Monday.
Yep, the world
I
ended.
don't want it to end on a
Monday.
Friday.
Absolutely.
It's
Awesome.
time for the quick and dirty medical tip.
All right, you ready for this?
Are
ready? So this is just 5 important, I'm going to say it real slow.
Okay.
5 important medical tips.
Okay.
Like they're just tips to remember to do.
Okay.
Or do or no. Number 1,
Okay.
DIY kits, like DIY medical kits are the way to go.
Don't go for the prepackaged.
Don't. If you can, make your own. Like, it helps a ton. 1, you'll know what's in there. 2, you'll have Band-Aids that aren't stickers. 3, you can load it up with all kinds of goodies.
4, it's fun.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. Number 2, solution to pollution is dilution. There's a little surgical
Okay.
rhyme there.
That's nice.
So basically, any wound, any cut, the best thing is just to dilute all, if it's contaminated, whatever, just wash it out as best as you can. It's a
Okay.
simple little thing. Number 3, most issues medically do not need urgent medical attention. Your body is perfectly capable of repairing itself.
Yeah.
In most cases. Sore throat, it's going to be okay.
What ab-
Fever, it's typically going to be okay.
What about the kidney stones?
Well, sometimes you need a little more than just drinking water. But overall, you would
Yeah.
pass them on your
I
own
would
anyway.
I would have lived.
Very less likely that you're going to have an obstructed stone that's going to
Yeah.
destroy your kidney. Can happen, so obviously, don't just play it off. But I'm just saying, most things you can manage on your own. Get a little knowledge.
If you get the sniffles, don't go to the ER.
Yeah, no. You'll probably pick up something far worse if you go sit in that lobby.
Like a bill,
Yeah, it's true.
a large one.
Yeah. And I say this all the time. Know what meds you take and why.
I take the blue ones because you told me to.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Know what you take and why, because if you have to, and I'm not saying this is not medical advice here, but if worse comes to worse, then you have to use a neighbor's med. You need to know what yours is. Okay, I'm taking a Atenolol. Can I take metoprolol? Most of the time, yes. And like I said, this isn't medical advice. This is just common knowledge stuff. Like, know what the freak you're taking it for and why and what it does. Like, it drives me nuts when people don't learn what they're putting in their body. And the last thing is use your camera. And the reason I say that is, like, if you have a weird rash, if you have a cut, if you were bit by a spotter.
I got bit by a damn spotter.
I was trying to bench press.
Yeah.
He bit me right on the shoulder.
Son of a bitch.
If you get bit by a bug or a spider,
Going back to
just
that
take
gym
a picture
ever
of
again.
it. That's why I stopped working out long ago.
Yeah.
Got bit by a spider.
Last time that'll happen. I guarantee you that.
But yeah, but seriously, you have a camera on your phone that's in your hand 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Take a picture of it. If you got a weird rash, if you got, something.
Hey, honey, I got a
if
weird
there's
rash. Look
if
at
there's
this.
a body, take a picture of it. But no, really, like it makes things a lot easier when you're like, I got bit by this bug. Okay, well, show me a picture of that bug.
I killed
I
it.
got bit by a spotter. You just take a picture of him. Hey, dickhead.
This guy right here.
Oh, that's Jim. He bites a whole bunch of people.
He ain't got no rabies.
But anyways, those are just a few things that kind of will help you medically.
I like that.
And help us medical providers.
Yeah. Great, Cameron. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, thanks for listening. Appreciate you. All those things. Go grab you a soda shack and
The moral of the story and the takeaway message from this whole podcast: go get you a soda shack.
go try one of those fizz lips. You're gonna love it. All right, stay survived.